Hi, everybody. My name is Gretchen. I'm an author and a health writer, and the author of the book CBD Oil Everyday Secrets, a lifestyle guide to hemp-derived health and wellness. Gotta have the prop. I'm here with Nicole and Alison, and on behalf of Seven Space, a conscientious, female-focused multimedia platform dedicated to educating people on CBD, hemp, wellness. They do that through creative content, articles, videos, events, their e-commerce shop, a podcast, and they also have an amazing print catalog, which if you guys haven't checked out, looks amazing on my coffee table, and it's very informative and beautiful. So I'm just going to let Nicole and Alison introduce themselves really quickly. Nicole, do you want to go first?
My pleasure. Thank you, Gretchen. My name is Nicole Brown. I am Chief Commercial Officer for Open Book Extracts. Open Book Extracts is a cultivator, processor, and manufacturer of cannabinoid ingredients. We're based in North Carolina, and under our roof there and through our network of farms, we produce the full range of cannabinoid raw materials and finished goods to supply the market, which we'll be talking about today. So excited to be here.
That's awesome. I feel like that's such a mysterious part for so many people, the whole process that you're in charge of. So I'm really happy to be here and learn some things. Alison, how about you?
Hi, I'm Alison Ragusa. I'm the co-creator of Lab to Beauty. My sister Catherine and I created Lab to Beauty together. The collection is CBD and CBG infused beauty regimens from head to toe. And it's all inspired by our love for the farm to table movement, which transformed the food industry, putting plants first and as a priority. And that's our mission in the beauty industry through the healing powers of plants and CBD and CBG.
Awesome. Amazing. Cool. So I think we'll just dive right in. We're going to be talking about how minors are the new majors. So we'll be talking about rare cannabinoids like CBG and CBN and how they're really taking center stage in the luxury market. So first, in case we have any beginners in the audience, we just want to talk about what cannabinoids actually are. They are compounds found in cannabis plants, so that includes marijuana and hemp. And Nicole, do you want to go into just a little bit more detail about, cannabinoid science and why sort of you ended up in this area and what, you have to tell people?
Absolutely. Well, Open Book, our mission was always to unlock the potential and the power of cannabinoids to treat a variety of conditions. We know that they truly work and they have great efficacy. And so by producing the quality raw ingredients and then applying those through the right products that you can bring to market, you can really treat a whole variety of really problems that are in need of solutions, and plant-derived solutions are really becoming more and more popular in the market. So at a very high level, the cannabinoids work by engaging with our endocannabinoid system. We each have an endocannabinoid system. We have receptors in our bodies that are ready to receive cannabinoids, either through taking them orally, through a tincture or a capsule, or topically, like putting them in beautiful skincare products like Lab to Beauty or other, body creams and lotions and things like that. And by doing that, you're able to receive the benefits of those cannabinoids. And each one, and we're going to talk about several cannabinoids today, CBD, cannabidiol, is the first one that really opened up the market and had that broad consumer awareness. But there are many cannabinoids. There are over 150 actually that are identified, and we're starting to study and learn more about them. So looking at cannabinoids like CBG, which has really great efficacy in skincare formulations to relieve many problem skin conditions, dryness, redness, moisture, overall relief. Alison's going to talk to you all about that. And then other cannabinoids that we focus on at OBX, such as CBN, which has really wonderful properties to support sleep and better sleep for people. We know how big an issue that is. products like CBC, which on an oral side is great for pain relief, and when it's used topically is also showing really good promise in skincare products. So there's a lot of different cannabinoids out there that we're excited about, that we're excited to work with our partners to bring to market, and seeing that rise in popularity of all the cannabinoids and the rare ones is what we're getting very excited about and what we're seeing our clients get excited about.
Cool. Amazing. Alison, do you want to talk just a little bit about sort of cannabinoids in general and how they're sort of taking over the beauty industry as sort of these really powerful active ingredients?
Definitely, yes. So with our Lab to Beauty collection, it was the first CBD beauty line to enter the luxury market about 2 years ago now. So it's been really thrilling being at the forefront of this movement. And I'm based here in Los Angeles. I had moved here, my background's in holistic health and as a chef, and I felt it was really important to be at the epicenter of health and wellness, especially this like kind of brands of like American holistic wellness that's become so popular globally. And it's been such an interesting ride seeing how CBD has really transformed the world of holistic health. And for me and my sister, what primarily caught our interest in using CBD in skincare is because of its soothing, anti-inflammatory benefits, which to me, when I was doing my degree in holistic health, everything boiled down to the fact that almost every chronic disease or illness stems from a form of inflammation. And it's the same at the root of most every disruptive skin condition. So then CBD comes along, and beyond the fact that it was like going to be this cool, edgy new active, it's that true efficacy of universally soothing at the root cause of most every disruptive skin condition. So that was just really important to my sister and I to bring to market. And then the soothing aspect too makes it a really great spa like element for the luxury market that it imparts in skincare. So I think I'm so proud to be working with CBD because it's so helpful to so many people who really, have disruptive skin conditions and just dry skin in general. And
Yeah. I, as a health writer, I write a lot about inflammation and how it really is the great connector between, name it, arthritis, psoriasis, depression, anxiety, heart disease, diabetes, all, and inflammation is what's left. So that's part of why I first got interested in CBD was because it was such a powerful anti-inflammatory. All right, so obviously CBD is sort of the cannabinoid in the spotlight at the moment, and it took kind of a lot of time for people to really come around to CBD. It had this relationship with cannabis that some people weren't quite so sure about. Do you feel now that sort of the public is aware enough and educated enough on CBD to now start sort of introducing these other minor and more rare cannabinoids?
Yeah, I can speak to that from what we're seeing in the market. You have a consumer awareness that really has been starting to build over the last couple of years, that there is widespread not only awareness but adoption. When we do surveys and ask how many people are not only heard of CBD but tried CBD products, take them regularly, those numbers are starting to become the majority of people in our country and globally. And now there's not only awareness of CBD, but our clients and their customers are aware that CBD is no longer a one-size-fits-all category, that now they're really informed, they're very sophisticated, and they're starting to look for ingredients like CBG, like CBC in those formulations. They're starting to know and understand the ratios that work for them, the dosage that's right for them, what they want to take. They're even starting to look even more broadly at things like terpenes and how terpenes are playing a role in the story of products that they love. So we've really seen quite rapidly an awareness and a true understanding. And I think a lot of that we can thank the brands out there like Lab to Beauty and others that are doing such a great job at educating those consumers so that they understand the science, why it works, And then also when you make great products that work, you don't even have to tell them anything. They just love the product and they want to use more of it because it's really effective for them. One other thing that we are seeing universally, I think across not only our industry, but more broadly, is there's more attention being paid now than ever to wellness and people's wellness routines. They want quality products. They want to be able to incorporate more products into their wellness routines, whether that's, taking daily supplements or vitamins or adding things into the routine, as well as their skincare regimens. And so that's where cannabinoids, which really treat so well from a natural plant-derived basis, all of these different conditions, people are really turning to those and really celebrating those kinds of products.
Yeah, that makes sense. I totally agree. CBD really is just scratching the surface of what this whole world can really be. What about in the beauty industry, Alison?
It's for me, as Lab CBD is now entering the European and Asian markets, it's shown me how far, how much it has grown in America because it's so much more ahead, the CBD beauty industry. And so as we're, developing our relationships in Europe and Asia and being looked to educate them now, almost 2 years behind, I'm like, wow, it's so, it's such a neat American beauty story that we've created with CBD that now, the other markets are looking to. So that has shown me the growth in the American market that is very advanced, which is now why I think with the other cannabinoids entering the scene, I think we're going to do that same thing. We're going to, integrate them into the beauty and wellness sphere. And then I think globally, I think it'll be that same traction that CBD had. I think the others will as well, because it's opened the door to the healing powers of cannabinoids. People are really seeing the results and across so many genres, which is so interesting. Yeah. CBD, like from athletes to the elderly to the spa space to teens with anxiety. Like it's such a wide range of people who are and really benefiting from it. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. It really has captured all generations in its own way. So, all right, let's move on to CBG, which has been called the Rolls Royce of cannabinoids. How is it different from CBD? How is it better or worse? Or what excites you about CBG? Sorry, Alison. Yeah. We'll start with Alison.
So CBG is a non-intoxicating cannabinoid. It's known as the mother and stem cell of all cannabinoids. It's a precursor to CBD and THC, and it's THC free. What interested my sister and I so much about this active is its ability to, and what makes it so unique. So this was published in the journal Experimental Dermatology, which was noted in the Journal of Cannabinoid Medicine, is that in their studies of comparing it to other cannabinoids, what made it CBG unique was its ability to increase basal sebaceous lipid synthesis. So what it does is it keeps the sebaceous glands healthy and helps it to maintain and increase lipid synthesis, which that's what keeps our skin. The sebum is what protects our skin and makes it youthful. Because as we age, that lipid production slows down, and CBG helps our skins, the sebaceous glands, keep producing more lipids to keep it that youthful and increase the defense system. So the sebum protects our skin. And then, so the more that we're keeping that protective element, which weakens as we age, that's going to keep it juicy, youthful, glowing, younger looking. My sister always has to say CBG is like the knight in shining armor for our skin. So it's also like noted for being like that active that's going to help with the dry skin syndrome. And that's what everyone's suffering from, you know, and another root thing, especially in age-related dehydration. So CBD is like to the rescue for that. And we've created a luxury collection. You can see it back here. It's like the gold standard, and it's mixed with moringa. Our signature blend is with moringa, which is known as the miracle tree, and immortelle, which is the everlasting flower. So combines with that, it's like knight in shining armor. It's just incredible moisture defense system, retain moisture, and it's hitting the market. Today we're doing our like first reveal, and it's hitting the market right when everyone's about to start getting that dry skin syndrome in full force with this fall and winter months.
Amazing. Yeah, if you guys want to check out their products, they're in go to the Lab to Beauty booth in the expo section, and you can have the full tutorial. But Alison, do you want to just give us a quick, like, what different products, like what types of products have you incorporated CBG into?
Absolutely. So our CBG Beauty collection, it's the first ever full range of CBG beauty care for both face and body. So our collection, it's a moisture system for every step of the way in your beauty routine to help to build that moisture retention and cellular renewal. So our beautiful collection begins with the gentle cleansing oil. So even when you're cleansing your skin, you're going to be building that moisture retention and replenishing your skin. It's fragrance free. It's perfect for both morning and night, and it also removes makeup at the same time that you're cleansing. And then the lifting moisture mask. So this is a dream come true. It moisturizes, it plumps, it lifts, it has chlorophyll. Your CBG moringa immortelle can be used about 2 to 3 times a week. Incredible lush consistency and texture, firming, lifting. The Rose Absolute Oil. This was the favorite of Randall Welsh at Saks Fifth Avenue. And it was really neat too, because he was like, you know, this is something men like rose as well. So the Rose Absolute Oil, it begins with the beautiful rose enfleurage, organic Bulgarian rose, the CBG, moringa and immortelle. It's super rich, but it absorbs beautifully. It helps to improve your skin's texture and tone, and it can be used both morning and night. And then the all-star that everyone has been falling in love with is the Ultra Filler Creme. It has like a Botox-like effect on the skin with the hibiscus, which is known as nature's Botox. Plumps up the skin, makes it look younger, lifted. And then the for the body is the body and bath oil.
Amazing.
So we have everything for face and body to build up moisture retention, and it's really like the gold standard in skincare. Chad actually said one of our favorite things about it. He said it's a super luxury CBG beauty regimen met to level quality and formulation. So, and of course, all natural, organic, and then the CBG.
Amazing. Cool. So, Nicole, tell me what excites you about the research around CBG, because beauty is a huge part of it, but there's so much more too to be excited about.
Absolutely. And, I think Alison and the Lab to Beauty products really represent and celebrate what CBG can do in a topical and skincare formulation. It's great. On the ingestibles and oral side, when you take CBG, there's really tremendous amounts of research out there on a couple of its benefits. One, it is very energetic and stimulating. So we make a comparison sometimes to like a ginseng effect. So it's still very natural, very not too intense or jittery, but it gives you some really nice natural energy, whether you're doing a CBG dominant product or kind of adding that to an array of minors. Having CBG in there really works nicely. Alison mentioned athletes earlier. We're also seeing a lot of athletes look to CBG, not just in topical formulations, but in their pre-workout and post-workout recovery products, because CBG, similar to what you hear about what it does for your skin, on the inside, it really helps to restore, regenerate, rebalance. So everything from muscle recovery from like a really long workout or a long run. So seeing a lot of products that fall into that category of sports nutrition in those pre and post workouts being a great place for CBG, as well as the energy drink category. And just people are always looking for more energy and to be energized. And so for us, looking at CBG to be a way more natural core ingredient than what you currently see in the market. So what if you could have all the benefits of those stimulating energy drink beverages, but with a natural product like CBG? So there's a lot to look forward to here.
Wow, that's awesome. Yes, without the crash and the sugar, that would be a dream. Truly. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about what you guys like to call super rare cannabinoids. So this would be CBN, CBC, THCV, some that a lot of people probably have never even heard of. Alison, do you want to start and just talk a little bit about what sort of interests you when it comes to these super rare cannabinoids?
Yes, I think it's something that just as we've developed these luxury experiences with CBD and now CBG, we're excited to explore the others. And I'm so excited to have Nicole here too, because I know she's the expert on the even more rare. But I think that as this industry keeps growing, I know that with Lab CBD, we're always looked to bring a luxury experience to the cannabinoids. So we're excited to work with the more rare as everything keeps progressing too.
Yeah, I feel like rare and luxury, the overlap is really big. Nicole, tell me about, like, are people really interested in these super rare cannabinoids, and are they rare because they're rare in the plant, or are they hard to produce? And tell us a little bit about what that process is like.
Absolutely. And both is the answer. So, we talk about, CBG and CBG and CBD, which, do occur in, large amounts naturally in the plant, which is how you can derive those and see those products coming to market. The super rare cannabinoids, CBN, CBC, THCV, don't typically occur in a plant in large volumes. So in order to isolate them and extract them, you need some very sophisticated technologies and chemists and folks on your team, like we have at OBX, that are able to bring those products to market, that are able to isolate them in their pure form. So having CBN at 99.9% purity, CBC at 99% purity, so that you're able to work with a pure isolated material that's of high quality, and then make your products with it. So what we're starting to see, and CBN is probably of the rares, the one that has rapidly risen in popularity, because it does work so well for any product you're making to improve your sleep. That's really where it's shown to have its greatest superpowers. So products that can be everything from a tincture to a soft gel, a capsule, a drink, a beverage, anything in between with CBN in it is going to give you the best night's sleep you ever had. And those products are starting to come onto the market and really serve those consumer needs. CBC, as I mentioned earlier, has great benefits when it comes to pain relief. And that's both in a topical format or an ingestible format. It's really, really a potent pain reliever. And we've gotten some really exciting feedback on the skincare side that CBC, which is a beautiful liquid oil, so it's really lovely to work with, and it has incredible efficacy. We're hearing the term miracle ingredient thrown around, where people add just a small amount of it too will really be effective. And this one, almost as a analog to CBG, you're talking about things that will help with oily skin, acne, right? This is like clearing up your skin almost overnight. We're seeing success stories coming out of this ingredient. So CBC is definitely one to watch in the beauty space, and one to really think about getting to work with on the formulation side. And then finally, THCV, if we're talking CBG is the Rolls Royce, THCV is your sexy sports car. It's your Lamborghini, because THCV has the very strong energetic stimulating effect. We're working with groups who are studying it for efficacy for obesity, diabetes, metabolic conditions. So it is a very potent product to serve those needs, and also has skincare applications as well, similar to CBC. So there's a lot of really promising research out there going on the rare cannabinoids, and the open book team is available to any of you out there who want to learn more, just want to have a conversation and talk to myself and the team, or try any of our products and get some samples. So we're always available to do that.
So cool. Yeah, I feel like when I was writing my book, I was writing it in 2018. Sort of these rare minor cannabinoids were just sort of a dream, like sort of a whisper that was going by. And now we're seeing them really like in this amazing Lab to Beauty full skincare line with CBG. Juna has a new CBG line. So we're really seeing that like hope come to life. And do you think this will lead to it not being the CBD industry anymore, but sort of the cannabinoid industry? We only have about 4 minutes left, but maybe if you guys have any kind of closing thoughts on what the future looks like for CBD, cannabinoids in general, and also for Lab to Beauty and open book extracts.
I do
go first. Okay.
I think that I know for my sister and I, once you find and can start working with something so innovative and that has such a wide range of just incredible benefits, and there's just so much to explore with it. You want to keep doing more and more. And I do think the public, we've seen it, is really open to it, especially when they're seeing the true. I think it's really comes out to anti-inflammatory benefits, because that is something, like you were saying, it's that, it's like it's a universal language and inflammation that everyone is combating. So I think CBD has really laid the foundation for people to be open to all of these other, for the different, cannabinoids. And I do think it's going to keep transforming the beauty industry and wellness industry.
Absolutely. Cool. Nicole, what about you?
Yeah, absolutely agree. When we, work with our clients and their customers, we always say we are a, cannabinoid enabled health and wellness company. We are unleashing the power of cannabinoids to be directed towards all of these different industries, everything from beauty to, nutraceuticals, food and beverage, pets. And there's just benefits to be had across every industry. And it's really just using cannabinoids, not just CBD. CBD has become this catch-all for that, but we like to say it's about all the cannabinoids, because we're just getting started. And there's so much we're going to learn about these rares and all the ones that are to follow after them.
Yeah, absolutely. Just getting started is a great way to put it, I think. Amazing. So I just saw that there were a few questions in here. We only have about a minute left, so I'm afraid to start, but maybe Nicole, Alison, if you want to answer them in the chat after this is done, that would be great. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining us. We really had fun, and I hope you learned a few things about what the future of the cannabinoid industry is looking like.
Thank you. It's definitely it's such an exciting future. So I'm glad we got to all talk about it. And it's so cool that all of us are in it, in the mix of it.
Yeah. Yeah. All in different places, 3 corners of the country, but.
So thank you. This has been a great conversation, and look forward to many more. It's been really lovely.
Me
I'm going to send you both the collection, the new CBG collection too. I want you to both.
Yes. And thanks so much to the Luxury Meets Cannabis Conference for having us.